Okay, so strap in everyone, because today we are diving deep into crypto.
Oh, yeah.
It's been wild lately.
It has, hasn't it? It's been a real roller coaster.
Definitely a roller coaster.
Yeah.
So global market cap is up.
Hmm.
It's over $3 trillion.
Huh?
But stablecoin volume
Yeah.
is also way up
Mm-hmm.
compared to DeFi.
Interesting.
What do you think about that?
Well, it seems like there's this kind of a conflict there, right? You have
Yeah.
traditional finance
Yeah.
looking for that stability of stable coins,
Right?
but then decentralized finance
Uh-uh.
is, maybe struggling to keep up.
Yeah. It's like two different worlds trying to
Exactly.
merge in a way.
Yeah.
And speaking of these different worlds,
Yeah.
we saw this interesting thing with Microsoft.
Oh, yeah.
Microsoft shareholders just said no
They did.
to a pretty big proposal.
Yeah, they voted it down.
Yeah.
That proposal was
Right.
to adopt Bitcoin,
Right.
pushed by Michael Saylor. Yeah.
And the National Center for Public Policy Research.
Right.
And Saylor's argument was
Yeah.
that this could add $5 trillion to
5 trillion.
Microsoft's market cap.
It's hard to even imagine that number.
It is. It's a huge number.
That's a lot of money.
It is.
So why do you think Microsoft was so hesitant?
Well, I mean,
Is it just Bill Gates?
Bill Gates' skepticism might be part of it.
Yeah, he's not a fan.
He's not a fan of Bitcoin. That's true.
Right.
But I think it's more than that. I
Mhm.
think it's really about
Okay.
how Microsoft operates.
Yeah.
They're this
Big
giant
gas
in tech.
Uh-huh.
And their investment strategy has always been very
Yeah.
conservative.
Yeah. Diversified, low risk,
Exactly.
and Bitcoin is like,
Well, Bitcoin is volatile.
yeah, the opposite of that.
It's very volatile.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big problem for them.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, would you want to?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Bet your company on that.
Not if you're Microsoft.
Yeah.
If their current setup.
Right.
I don't think so.
Okay, so let's talk about that volatility a bit more.
Sure.
Why is it such a big deal for a company like Microsoft?
Well, think about it this way.
Okay.
You're running a multi-billion-dollar company.
Right.
Every decision you make,
Uh-huh.
it affects everything, right?
Yeah.
Your shareholders, your employees,
Right.
the
Well, not the
market,
whole world.
the whole world.
Yeah.
And then you throw Bitcoin into the mix.
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
A wrench in the gears.
it is. It's like trying to steer a giant ship in a hurricane.
Oh, I like that.
You could win big,
You could.
but you could also lose big.
Yeah, it's risky.
And that risk
Yeah.
is just not something that Microsoft wants to deal with.
Yeah, I get it.
They like stability.
They like to know what's coming.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay, so
Yeah.
while Microsoft's playing it safe,
Mm-hmm.
the debate about Bitcoin just keeps going.
Yeah. It does, doesn't it?
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
And it got really interesting recently
Mm-hmm.
when Peter Schiff,
Peter Schiff.
yeah, the gold guy,
Right.
he said the U.S. government should sell all its Bitcoin
Oh, wow.
to pay down the debt.
That's a big statement.
It is.
You're not afraid to make a splash.
He's not. He's known for that.
Yeah.
But what's even more interesting, I think,
Yeah.
is Michael Saylor's counterproposal.
Oh, yeah.
He said,
What did he say?
he said, sell the gold reserves
Yeah, sell the gold.
and buy Bitcoin with it
Buy Bitcoin.
to control like 20-25% of the network.
That's a bold strategy.
It is, isn't it?
It is.
I mean, gold's been around forever.
It has. Gold has always been seen as a safe haven.
Yeah, a safe bet.
Exactly.
So what do you make of that?
Well, I think it shows you just how divided people are
Yeah.
about Bitcoin.
Yeah.
You have Schiff,
Right.
who loves gold, right? Thinks it's the only real store of value.
Tangible.
Tangible, yes. And then you have Saylor,
Right.
who thinks Bitcoin is the future.
Digital gold.
Digital gold, exactly.
Yeah.
And they're both so passionate about their views.
It's like a philosophical battle.
It is. It's a clash of ideologies.
Yeah.
About money, about value.
And about the future, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's fascinating to watch.
It is. It's like a glimpse into the future of finance.
It is.
And it makes you wonder, are we witnessing a generational divide here?
I think so.
Yeah.
You have the older generation
Yeah.
who grew up with traditional markets.
Right. Stocks, bonds, gold,
Yeah, the old ways.
the old ways.
And then you have the younger generation
Yeah, the digital natives.
who are comfortable with,
Crypto, NFTs, the metaverse.
all this new stuff.
Yeah.
So they speak different languages sometimes.
They do. They have different values, different priorities.
It's a really interesting dynamic to observe.
It is.
So while this debate's going on,
Mm-hmm.
some players in the crypto world are trying to bridge the gap
Oh, yeah.
between the old and the new.
Interesting.
Like Floki or
Well,
Floki. Yeah, I remember them.
oh, yeah, the meme coin.
They just launched a debit card.
A debit card. Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
In 31 European countries.
So you can spend Floki at stores now.
You can?
That's wild.
It is, right?
Yeah.
It's like they're trying to bring crypto.
Into the mainstream.
Yeah.
Make it more accessible.
Exactly.
Interesting.
But it makes you wonder,
yeah.
is that a good thing?
Good question.
I mean, crypto was supposed to be about,
Decentralization.
right, breaking away from the system.
Yeah.
And now they're integrating with it.
So is this a step forward or a step back?
It's hard to say.
It is.
It's like this weird paradox.
It is a paradox.
But while that's happening,
Mm-hmm.
there's this other thing looming.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
Quantum computing.
Oh, quantum computing.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
Google just made a big breakthrough.
They did with their Willow processor.
Yeah.
That's a powerful machine.
And it's got some people worried
Worried about what?
about Bitcoin.
About Bitcoin? How so?
Could this technology
Yeah.
crack the encryption
Oh, that's a concern.
that protects the whole blockchain?
Yeah, if someone could break the code,
Yeah.
that would be a big problem.
It'd be a disaster.
It would?
I mean, imagine someone could just
Yeah.
change transaction histories,
Steal Bitcoin.
double spend coins.
Wow. That's a scary thought.
It is, right?
Yeah.
So are we all doomed?
Well, not necessarily.
Oh, yeah.
Experts like Vitalik Buterin,
Yeah.
they say that current quantum computers
Uh-huh.
aren't powerful enough yet.
Oh, so we have time
We have some
to
time.
figure this out.
Yes.
But it's still a race, right?
It is a race
Yeah.
between quantum computers getting better
Yeah.
and cryptographers finding ways to protect against them.
So what are they doing?
Well, there's a lot of research going on
Okay.
into quantum-resistant solutions,
Right.
new algorithms, new ways to secure the blockchain.
So basically they're trying to build a better lock.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That even a quantum key can't open.
It's like a technological arms race.
It is.
I mean, who knows what the future holds, right?
It's hard to say.
But it's definitely going to be interesting.
Oh, absolutely.
So while this digital battle is going on,
Yeah.
there's this region that's quietly becoming a crypto leader.
Oh, really? Where's that?
The Middle East.
Middle East. Interesting.
Yes, specifically the UAE.
The UAE. Okay.
They just did something huge.
What's that?
They officially recognized Tether
Tether, the stablecoin.
as an accepted virtual asset.
Wow, that's a big deal.
It is, right.
Yeah, that means they're really embracing crypto.
They
and
are.
creating a whole regulatory framework around it.
So it's not just about recognizing a cryptocurrency.
No, it's about creating a system
Uh-huh.
where crypto can thrive.
A whole ecosystem.
Exactly.
And it's happening in a major financial hub,
it is.
the Abu Dhabi global market.
The ADGM, yeah.
They're basically saying, we're open for business.
Yeah, come and build your crypto businesses here.
So why Tether, though?
Well, Tether is the biggest stablecoin out there,
Right.
pegged to the US dollar.
Uh-huh.
So it offers stability,
Like regular currency.
but with the benefits of blockchain.
Okay, so it's like the best of both worlds.
In a way, yes.
And the ADGM is basically saying,
Yeah.
we trust this.
We see the potential.
Yeah.
And we want to be a part of it.
It's a really interesting development.
It is.
And it's not just Tether either.
oh, there's more.
There's more.
What else?
Circle, the
Yeah.
company behind USDC.
We have SDC, another stablecoin.
Yeah.
Okay.
They've also set up shop in the ADGM.
Wow.
And they've partnered with Lulu Financial Holdings.
Lulu, the big financial group.
Yeah, they handle billions of dollars in transactions.
So they're serious about this.
They are. They're putting their money where their mouth is.
That's impressive.
And the goal of this partnership
Yeah.
is to use USDC for cross-border payments.
Across the Middle East, Asia, Europe.
That's huge.
It is. It's like they're building a global network for crypto payments.
It's a really bold move.
It is.
And it shows just how serious the UAE is about this.
Yeah, they're not messing around.
They're all in.
It seems that way.
Okay, so on top of all this,
Yeah.
the ADGM is partnering with Polygon Labs.
Polygon Labs, I know them.
Yeah,
They're doing some really interesting work.
they are with blockchain technology.
Uh-huh.
So the goal of this partnership
Yeah.
is to set international disclosure standards for blockchains.
Standards.
So basically, they're creating guidelines
right.
to make the whole Web3 ecosystem,
More transparent.
more accountable.
I like that.
It's about building trust.
Trust is key,
And they're using Polygon's technology.
which is called AgLayer.
Yeah, to help make it all happen.
AgLayer is all about making blockchain more efficient,
Right, more scalable.
more user-friendly.
So this partnership is basically bringing together
Yeah.
the best of both worlds.
Regulation and technology.
Yeah. To create a more reliable blockchain environment.
That's a great goal.
And it could have global implications.
Absolutely. Other countries might follow their lead.
Yeah, it's like they're setting the standard.
A new benchmark for blockchain.
So it's pretty amazing to see all this happening.
It is. The UAE is really shaking things up.
They are. They're making big moves.
And it makes you wonder, what's next?
Yeah. What will the future hold for crypto?
It's hard to say.
But one thing's for sure.
What's that?
It's going to be a wild ride.
Oh, I have no doubt about that.
So buckle up, everyone,
Yeah.
and stay tuned for more deep dives into the world of crypto.
Can't wait. So many different things happening, right? From Microsoft to Floki, quantum computers, and now the UAE.
I know, right? It's a lot to keep track of.
It is.
But I think what's really interesting is the contrast.
The contrast, yeah.
You have Microsoft, this like huge company,
Uh-huh.
being super cautious.
Yeah, dipping their toes in very slowly.
And then you have Floki,
Which started as a meme,
a joke, basically.
and now they have a debit card.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is pretty wild.
So what do you think's driving that?
I think it's demand.
Demand for crypto.
Yeah, people want to use it.
They want to be a part of it.
And companies are realizing that.
So Microsoft's just being like extra careful.
I think so. They're risk averse.
Yeah, they don't want to mess up their image.
Exactly. They have a lot to lose.
And Floki's just like going for it.
Yeah, they're more agile.
They can take bigger risks.
And they're appealing to a different audience.
It's the younger generation.
The ones who are already comfortable with crypto.
Right, they're not afraid of it.
Exactly.
So it's like two different approaches to the same thing.
Yeah, it's like two sides of the same coin.
I like that.
Yeah.
And speaking of different approaches, let's go back to the UAE for a second. Their partnership with Polygon Labs.
Yeah, that one's interesting.
It feels like a really big deal.
It does, doesn't it? It's not just about regulation.
It's about setting standards.
Yeah, for the whole industry.
They're trying to shape the future of blockchain.
Which is ambitious.
It is, but it's also really smart.
I think so too.
Because if they can create a system that's transparent,
And accountable.
yeah, then that builds trust.
Trust is everything.
And that could encourage other countries to follow their lead,
Exactly. It could create a global standard.
which would be huge for the whole crypto world.
It would legitimize it in a way.
Yeah, it would make it more mainstream.
More acceptable to traditional institutions.
So it's a really strategic move on their part.
It is. They're playing the long game.
And it could pay off big time.
I think so.
But let's not forget about the challenges.
Right, like quantum computing.
That's still a threat.
It is. We can't ignore it.
So how real is this threat, really?
Well, if a powerful enough quantum computer existed,
Yeah.
it could break Bitcoin's encryption.
And that would be bad.
It would be very bad.
People could steal Bitcoin.
Alter transaction histories.
It would be chaos.
It would undermine the whole system.
So are we just waiting for the inevitable?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
Cryptographers are working on solutions.
They're trying to stay ahead of the curve.
Exactly. They're developing quantum-resistant algorithms.
So it's like a race
It is a race.
between the code breakers and the code makers.
And the stakes are high.
Very high.
It's not just about Bitcoin either.
Right. It's about the future of cybersecurity in general.
Any system that relies on encryption could be vulnerable.
So it's something we need to take seriously.
We do. It's a global issue.
But amidst all this talk about technology,
Mm-hmm.
we shouldn't forget about the human side of things.
The human side, yeah.
Like the debate between Schiff and Saylor.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
It was more than just about Bitcoin,
It was about philosophy,
about the nature of money.
the role of government,
It was a clash of ideologies.
and it's a debate that's happening all over the world.
People are trying to figure out what money means in the digital age.
Yeah. What does value mean?
It's a really fundamental question,
It is.
and it's not an easy one to answer,
No, there are no easy answers here.
but it's a conversation we need to have
We do. It's important.
because the decisions we make today,
Will shape the future.
yeah, the future, finance, technology, everything.
It's all connected.
So it's not just about choosing sides,
Bitcoin or
centralized or decentralized,
It's about understanding the nuances.
the risks and the
and
potential.
finding a way forward that works for everyone.
That's the key.
It is.
So remember Floki and their debit card?
Yeah, the meme coin going mainstream.
It's a perfect example of how these worlds are colliding.
The crypto world and the traditional financial world.
And it's happening more and more,
DeFi platforms are bridging the gap,
offering loans, making it easier to convert crypto to fiat.
trying to make crypto more accessible.
But some people worry about that.
They worry about centralization.
Yeah, that it goes against the whole idea of crypto.
The idea of decentralization.
So is it a good thing or a bad thing?
It's hard to say.
It's a trade-off.
More usability, but maybe less freedom.
It's a debate that's going to continue.
I think so. It's a complex issue.
And it highlights the fact that the crypto world is not one thing.
It's diverse.
Lots of different perspectives, different goals.
It's a constantly evolving landscape.
So we need to stay informed.
Keep learning, keep asking questions.
And be prepared for anything.
Because the story of crypto is far from over.
It's just getting started.
And it's going to be a wild ride.
So let's take a deep breath.
Yeah, let's process all this.
And then we'll come back for the final part of our deep dive.
Sounds good.
So much to unpack.
I know. So much going on in the crypto world.
It never slows down, does it?
It really doesn't.
It's always changing, always something new.
That's part of what makes it so fascinating, I think.
Yeah, that unpredictability.
It keeps you on your toes.
Like you never know what's going to happen next.
Exactly. It's like a constant adventure.
And it's attracting so many people.
Yeah, from all walks of life.
Investors, techies, everyday people.
Everyone's curious about crypto.
But it's also really challenging for the traditional players.
Right. The institutions, the regulators.
They're used to a different world.
A world of rules and stability.
And crypto just doesn't fit into that.
It's a whole new paradigm.
So it's interesting to see how they're reacting.
Yeah, some are embracing it, some are resisting it.
Like Microsoft, they're still on the fence.
They're taking their time, being cautious.
But then you have the UAE.
They're going all in.
They're like, come on in, let's build this together.
They see the potential.
And they're not afraid to take risks.
That's what's so impressive.
What do you think about their strategy?
I think it's brilliant.
Yeah.
They're positioning themselves as leaders.
In the crypto world.
Yeah, a global hub for innovation.
And they're doing it the right way.
With regulation, with transparency.
Building a sustainable ecosystem.
That's the key.
So it's like they're setting an example.
For other countries to follow.
Showing that it's possible to embrace crypto.
Without sacrificing stability or security.
It's a really delicate balance.
It is, but they seem to be doing it well.
And it could have a major impact on the global stage.
Absolutely. It could shift the balance of power.
I mean, imagine if more countries follow their lead.
The whole financial system could change.
It's a really exciting time to be watching this unfold.
It is. It's like witnessing history in the making.
So amidst all this excitement and uncertainty,
Yeah, there's a lot of both.
what are the key takeaways for our listeners?
Well, I think the most important thing is to stay informed.
Yeah, keep learning.
The crypto world is constantly evolving.
So you need to stay up to date.
Read, research, ask questions,
Don't be afraid to challenge assumptions.
and most importantly, don't be afraid to experiment.
Yeah, get involved.
Try things out, see what works for you.
Because the future of crypto.
Is being shaped right now.
And we all have a role to play.
Whether you're an investor or just a curious observer,
Crypto is a movement.
it's about empowerment, transparency, innovation,
It's about building a better financial system,
a more equitable system.
a more accessible system.
And that's something worth fighting for.
So, as we wrap up our deep dive into the crypto roller coaster,
Yeah, it's been a wild ride.
remember this:
What's that?
the future is decentralized.
And it's full of possibilities.
Thanks for joining us on this journey.
It's been a pleasure.